welcome to my channel. So today I'm filming a review for you guys and it's about this palette by Nicka K. It's the 23 matte eyeshadow palette and it costs just rupees 850. So it's pretty affordable and it has 23 eyeshadows. But more than the price, it was actually the color scheme of the palette that really caught my eye, which is this color scheme. So I don't think there's any other palette with these colors in the drugstore at this price in the market. So I really wanted to buy this palette. So as we just glance through the palette, we can see that the palette has a really neutral scheme. We have a lot of neutral colors over here. We have most of brown colors, which are really important. I think you can do so much with brown eyeshadows, and we also have a few bright colors here like the magenta, this cranberry color, purples, and even this crimson color. And we also have a dark grey color and a lighter grey along with, which we can use sometimes if you want to create more of a cooler tone eye. Alright, so overall the scheme is very neutral with a pop of color, and these kind of colors are really trending right now for the crease. I think they look fabulous on Indian skin, and they just take your eye look to another level. I personally love using warm colors on the crease, and I have filmed a makeup tutorial with this palette, which I will link down below as soon as I post it, and even if you click on the eye on the top right corner, it will be there, right? Now coming to the good things about the palette, if you like wearing eyeshadows every single day or for the office, for the meetings, and even for colleges and university, wearing shimmer shadows can be quite over the top. So that's where matte shadows come in. If you love wearing eyeshadows on a regular basis, you should be using more of matte colors, and this palette provides exactly that, where you can really play up with the colors if you want to. If you want to just glam up your look, you can do that. But you can also use the neutral colors just for an everyday, for a day look, for a more formal meeting, or for the formal occasions. So I'm a person who likes to wear eyeshadow on a day-to-day basis. If I'm going out, I like to just contour my eye a little bit for a very natural look, so it's not like obvious I'm wearing eyeshadow, but it should enhance the eyes just a tiny bit. So yeah, that way I really see myself using this palette, because it has a lot of like neutral shadows and matte shadows, which you can do a lot with, right? Another thing that I really like about this palette is that the colors in this palette are very unique. The browns in this palette have so much variety, and they have mostly a red undertone, a warm undertone, but we even have like deeper browns to create more depth if you want to. And also these bright colors, if you just want to wear a smoky eye or you just want to add a pop of color, you can always do that. I really like this mustard color. I never thought of wearing a yellow eyeshadow. I personally never liked it. I thought it would never work on my complexion, but this yellow is more like mustardy. It's like a matte gold color, and it looks fabulous, and I've used this and I really liked using this one. Also, as I said, that this palette is very versatile. You can create very subtle looks with this as well as really bold eyeshadow looks. So these were the good things about the palette. Now coming to the things that I did not really like about this palette. Keeping in mind that it is a very affordable palette, guys, so we can't really expect a lot of things. I think it should just do the job. But yeah, the shadows are quite chalky. They are not very pigmented. You really have to build the shadows up. When I was swatching the colors, I really had to go layer by layer. At least 2 layers were required to get the desired pigmentation, especially for lighter colors. For darker colors, it was not much of a problem. But when I actually used it on my eyes, the pigmentation was not much of a problem, guys, because I believe in taking little by little and then building up the color. I do that with most pigmented shadows as well, because that actually gives a very good finish. So yeah, it is not that pigmented, but it still works, because I've had shadows which are just not pigmented. No matter how hard you try, you just won't get the swatch, or you just won't get the pigment on your eye, or it would just be another color or something like that. However, I'm not a very big fan of the highlighting colors. As I said, the lighter the color, the less of the pigmentation is in this palette. You can use the highlighting colors, but they really don't pop as much as I wanted it to be. This color is pretty much my skin tone, so I use it to set in my eyelid, and the white kind of looks weird on the eyes mostly. I personally love using like a beige highlight when I'm highlighting my brow bone or the inner corner of my eye, but it still works, guys. It's a matte eyeshadow palette. It is offering so much. I got this palette a month ago and I've used these shadows, so I can tell you that most of the shadows work for you, and you can do several eye looks with this palette. You can kind of ignore this thing, but yeah, keeping it out there that highlighting colors are not that great, but the rest of the colors are pretty good. Also, guys, you will definitely need a base or a primer to start with, because obviously you want the maximum pigmentation, and I think that is something we do with the best of the eyeshadows as well. So I think that's not a disadvantage. It's just that we have to use a base or a primer, otherwise these eyeshadows will not really blend well, or they will not really pop on your eyes. But once you use a base, they look pretty good. So overall, this is a great palette, especially for people who love wearing matte eyeshadows and eyeshadows on a day-to-day basis. I think they look fabulous, and they look very subtle, still very chic and natural. right? So I personally love wearing matte eyeshadows. As I said, you will need matte eyeshadows to cover the eye shape and to create more depth. So matte eyeshadows are very useful. So yeah, it definitely gets a thumbs up from me. The shadows are quite chalky, but you can build them up. Alright guys, that's it. This was my review on the Nykaa K23 eyeshadow palette. Let me know in the comments about your suggestions and your feedback. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description box, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.